Hello everyone, welcome to MadamMemoir Intuitive Guidance. This is the Ophiuchus reading. Yes, I'm finally getting to do your reading, Ophiuchus. They finally called your name. I know y'all probably think it's me. I'm like, I have to be in the right energy, and wonderful cards coming out already. Always keep in mind this is still going to be a general reading on the channel, so whatever you hear, it may or may not resonate with each and every one of you. Check your other placements. Your messages could also be over there. Really good reads coming out so far. The energy is really positive for a lot of you. Let's go ahead and get started because they are speaking already. You have the Justice card here. Justice. You also have the Temperance card. Very, very traditional in Ophiuchus reading. Sagittarius energy does tend to come out in the read, and that is just because of the time frame that Ophiuchus falls under as it relates to the constellation placements. So you also have the Two of Pentacles that came out. The Two of Pentacles. Making decisions. Sagittarius, you're being very headstrong here. And I said Sagittarius. Some of you are Sagittarians and you identify as Ophiuchus. You're making decisions, and they are just decisions. So you are coming across also as the Temperance energy is very balanced, having some sort of harmony and peace about yourself. Not really allowing much to ruffle these feathers that you have, these angel wings. Some of you could identify as earth angels. You bring a lot of peace, a lot of light into people's lives. You tend to liven up the party. You tend to vibe high, and others enjoy feeding off of that energy. Is how it's coming across, Ophiuchus. With this Justice card here, very discerning energy. Very discerning energy. Doing what's right, or at least trying to. Some of you could really be trying to live a righteous life is what I'm hearing. Not necessarily right all the time, but you really do try to be righteous. You try to do the right things. You try to treat people the right way, and you do, it's like demand or expect it in return. Even when others aren't willing to give it to you is also how that justice is coming across, Ophiuchus. But again, it's coming across like you're really being headstrong here, making strong decisions. Others of you, you could be other signs and identify as Ophiuchus or have it in your placement somewhere. Libra, divine masculine, divine feminine energy is definitely here. You have the Two of Cups that came out, also making decisions as it relates to your love life. Many of you tend to be loners and stray away from relationships, or could be some type of emotional connections. It's not that you lack emotions, you try not to have them on all the times. You feel like it could be disruptive at times, Ophiuchus. Love seems to get in the way of what you are aiming for, especially if those of you also identify or are Sagittarians. You have a tendency to really, when you set your mind or your focus on something, it's kind of like tunnel vision. And so you may have romantic partners or people around you who are interested in you, who feel like this may be a challenge to get you to focus on them, or to get you to acknowledge the fact that you like them, or that they are around and are interested. They want you to acknowledge them as an option, but not just any option, as someone that you would take serious, someone that you could trust is also what I'm getting here from this Two of Cups. Some of you could be, it's like in communication with someone who has identified themselves as wanting to be in your life in whatever capacity that is, and it is romantic. So some of you, this is a new relationship that's forming. For some of you, this is, you know, platonic friends that are realizing that they could possibly be a good couple. This is same sex. So for some of you, you are getting in a relationship with the same sex, and it is going to be more fulfilling, I think, than maybe some of your straight relationships, because somebody here could be on the fence of um, a lifestyle change is what I'm hearing. And I'm trying to, keep it, 1,000, but, politically correct, because, not everyone is into what you're into. But it is coming across strongly as if, you're making decisions in love as well as in just your day-to-day life that are very positive, Ophiuchus. You have the King of Swords here, so this is that discerning energy. Some of you are dealing with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or this could also be legal counsel in some type of way. Some type of officiate is here, is also what I'm hearing, especially as it relates to love. This could be some type of officiate. You have the Queen of Wands that also came out. So some of you, like I said, you are a Sagittarius. Some of you are on the cusp of Capricorn and Sagittarius, or Sagittarius and Capricorn, I should say. Some of you could be Leos. Some of you could be Aries. Yeah, you got more air coming out. So this is like divine masculine, divine feminine energy when you get suited pairs that are coming out. This person looks at you as their equal, somebody who matches their energy, because you have Justice, which is the scales, and then you have this King of Swords, which is also air. Then you have Temperance, which is harmony and balance and tranquility energy. And then you have the Queen of Swords, which is also very discerning, very cutting, very intelligent. So this person feels like you match their energy. Like they're really happy to, it's like present themselves or to be in your life. Yeah, like I said, present themselves. The Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. This person is getting ready to present themselves to you. It's gonna come across like a small offer, like, is this really a good option? I feel like that's what some of you are going to be asking yourselves. Is this really a good option? Is this the best option for me? You may have some questions for this person, and you want them to be honest. You have some questions for this person. You want them to be honest. So you're going to be very direct, like a Sagittarius can be. Also very direct, like maybe a Gemini or an Aquarius can be. Some of you, like I said, there may be a mixture of air energy between you and this person. Or again, you guys really match each other's energy. So it's like whatever type of energy you're on, this person is on it with you. Because this is coming across like, I feel because this is your ride or die. Or they will be, or they want to be. Or they want to be. Yeah, they're watching you, or they have been in observation mode, trying to figure out how they're going to approach this. The Page of Swords. They also feel like you have other people around you that are also watching you, that you may be sneaking around with. The Seven of Swords. Because I felt that, like, this person is worried, like, what the hell Ophiuchus got going on? I know they're not telling me everything, or this could be how you feel, Ophiuchus. It could be about a fire sign. Some of you, like I said, your other signs, and you're dealing with other signs that identify as Ophiuchus. They have starseed energy. Like I said, Earth Angel came up. So, some of you may have known this person in another lifetime. Is also how this is coming across. Like, they feel like they're at home when they're with you, or they feel like they could build a home with you. Like, you feel familiar, and they don't know why. They don't know why you feel familiar. Yeah, see, the Lovers, it's coming across as like divine masculine, divine feminine coming together here. It's also a feeling of, like, this is going to be a blessed union, is what they're saying. This is going to be a blessed union. It could be a Gemini here for some of you. Like I said, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Libra is definitely here. I'm picking up on fire for sure. Like I said, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, strongly here. Very little Earth. Some of you, it could be like Taurus, especially with this horse here. That's coming across like a bull for some reason, even though I can physically see a horse. So it may be like Taurus energy here, or maybe even Capricorn. This person, though, they're very concerned about who else might be, sniffing around their property. This person is coming to claim you, or they already claim you, or they already see you as somebody that they're in a relationship with, in whatever capacity. So if you're not committed, this person does look at you as somebody that by now they should commit to, or they should have already like tied the knot with, because they know you're worthy. Yeah, see, you got this person like, in their head, Eight of Swords, really trying to figure out like, okay, well, if I offer this to Ophiuchus, how are they going to respond? Are they going to pretend like I didn't even ask them? Because Ophiuchus, this person feels like you're off in your own world, or you like to do your own thing. And so they got to figure out how they're going to convince you that 2 is better than 1. It's another fire sign here. So an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's like they want to talk face to face. And you got a lot of pairs coming up in your reading. And like I said, it's matched energy. It's like they looking at you, you looking at them. You got questions for them, they got questions for your ass too. It's like they want to know if you got hoes, and you want to know if they got hoes too. Like, you want to know, and they do too. And it's going to be a very, very honest conversation. It's going to be filled with passion, is what I'm hearing as well, Ophiuchus. It's going to be very passionate. It's also going to be very honest. This person feels like if they are going to invest in this, they first need to figure out where you two stand. Like, is this really love, or is there still some lust here? King and Queen of Wands. Can you guys move into something serious and take it serious with more mental connection, instead of just the passion? Because for some of you, like I said, you've known this person, or they feel like they've known you long enough to where should have already happened. Yeah, see the 10 of Cups. They're wondering if, what am I hearing? I wonder if I take you home, would you still be in love, baby, or something like that? Or they're wondering if they take you home, meaning, move you in, or if it's not move you in, if they ask you to be their girlfriend, boyfriend, if they ask you to marry them, if they ask you to become a part of their life. Is it going to be happy, or is it, kind of built on lust? They're wondering if this could really go the distance, or if the two of you are, still going to be just messing around. And I feel like, this is like a come to Jesus moment is what I'm hearing. It's like, it's a come to Jesus moment where they want you to be honest about what you're doing, who you're doing it with. Or like I said, this is your energy towards this person. Again, it's a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Very little earth here. Like I said, it's Taurus or Capricorn. Very little water here as well. If it's water, it's like in your chart somewhere. I don't feel like you're a sun sign, water sign here. This is twin flame. This is divine masculine, divine feminine energy for sure. So some of you are getting ready to come into union with a life partner. Yeah, see, last card, and this is what they said. It's like, it's time to heal this. So there are going to be heartfelt apologies, things that are, going to be takeaways for the both of you to think about. So the two of you may not live near each other, or the two of you may spend some time apart after this reconciliation to really think about what's going on. Let's pull some Romance Angel Oracle cards for you, Ophiuchus, and see what else comes out. I do you guys different. You're reading a little bit different than the other signs, so this will be no different. You have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life, and codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Okay. Because this person wants to reconcile with you, but they also don't want to be codependent. So this is a very healthy person, Ophiuchus, that is either coming into your life or that has been in your life as in around. Because this could be, like I said, a platonic friend that is revealing themselves to you. Reconciliation, though, someone from your past is returning to your life. So this person is someone that you know, or like I said, they feel like they know you from a different life. And if you look, they're in the heavens, so they feel like, they know you from a different life. They don't know why you feel so familiar, but this is a past life reconciliation. So the two of you may not have been able to get together in a past life, and so you're getting together in this life, and it's a reward is what I'm hearing, for finding each other yet again. There's something here like that. They're giving me the reference of what's that movie, Hancock? That's how it's coming across. Hancock is what they're saying. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. This person doesn't want to be codependent. They want this to be a healthy love where you trust each other. You can discuss certain things, or this is what you want, Ophiuchus. You don't want to feel like you need this person, or you don't want them to feel like they need you. The two of you could be very independent people. So you two coming together is like, it's going to be weird at first because you're so independent, but you are going to need to integrate yourselves. And so this could also be the conversation, because I do feel like this person does want to have a conversation. They're going to, what am I hearing? For the feminine energies out here, this person wants to get you to submit. They want to feel like a man. Because that's what I'm hearing. They want to feel like a man. So they're going to lay the law down, okay? Like, if we get together, this is how this is going to go. But you're going to have full control later. Well-being. So this union could be really good for you. It could be really good for the next phase of your life, Ophiuchus. Because some of you are ready for that next phase. You just didn't think that it would ever happen to you. Amen. Look, preaching to the choir, Ophiuchus. Preaching to the choir. Okay. And then you have dreams. Exactly. So the two of you, I feel like you've known each other in another life. You dream about each other the day that you would come back into union, the day that you would feel at home with a person. I feel like this is the person. You're going to feel at home. You're going to feel wanted, needed. You're going to feel secure. It's going to be an odd feeling because some of you grew up in very traumatic environments, chaotic environments. Some of you didn't have the best parents or the best examples. Some of you grew up in, rough neighborhoods, or some of you, even if you had a decent background, it's like you had absent parents, or you had to learn how to be self-sufficient early on, and it's going to feel good to finally feel like you have a teammate. Your teammate is here. Your helpmate, fellas, is appearing, or you have known this. It's like you just haven't been wanting to pursue it. But I feel like it's a person presenting themselves, and then it's like you're gonna be on board. It's gonna make sense. And it's gonna make sense because you two have known each other and you're supposed to get together. It's also in your soul contract or something like that. I'm hearing they're saying it is written. So those are the messages that I have for you at this time, Ophiuchus. Thank you to those of you who have waited, because, man, I have been waiting on them to call y'all too, and today's the day. So I hope it was helpful and insightful. Always feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, MadamMemoir@gmail.com, for anything related. Until next read, love and light.